Hey, everybody who watches. I was up early this morning, and well, actually, I wasn't up early this morning, but I am in here now. And I was listening to my Bible reading plan through the U Version Bible. And one of the things that it was reading today was from Psalm 68. And in Psalm 68, it says, the earth shook, the heavens also dropped rain at the presence of God. Sinai itself was moved at the presence of God, the God of Israel. And I started thinking about when God shook the earth and why. And so I got out John Corson's commentary. And in John Corson's commentary, it says, in the year King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord, wrote Isaiah. That's Isaiah 6:1. And it says, under the reign of Uzziah, one of the greatest kings in history of Judah, wealth flowed throughout the Jewish empire, and the borders of the nations were not only protected but expanded. So powerful was he that he said that his name was on the lips of everyone from Babylon in the north to Egypt in the south. But when he died, but when did Isaiah, sorry, but when did Isaiah see the Lord? In the year Uzziah died. So in the year that Uzziah died, the Lord was lifted up Isaiah to heaven, and that's when Isaiah had that experience. So too, in our lives, there are many times where we're trusting Uzziah's. We have good things, we have wonderful things, but the things in which we trust upon, which we depend upon, instead of trusting and depending on God. And because he loves us, he wants the best for us. Our Father says, as good as Uzziah might have been, as far as protecting us and keeping the people safe, as secure as we might feel within just the being in the United States, it's not nearly as secure as if we were looking and depending on God alone. We need to keep our trust and our faith in God alone and not in the world or who's president or what's happening. We don't need to fear what's happening in the world, in the United States. We don't need to trust completely in Donald Trump or anyone else for that matter. We need to keep our trust in God, because it says that God shook Mount Sinai. And why would he shake things? In Hebrews 12, it says, for see that you refuse him not that speaketh, for if they escaped not who refused him and spake on earth, much more shall we escape if we turn away from him that speaketh from heaven, whose voice then shook the earth. But now he hath promised, saying, yet once more I will shake the earth, but also heaven. And this word, yet once more, signifies the removing of things that are shaken, as of things that are made, and that those things which cannot be shaken may remain. So when you look around in your life, how many things can be shaken? Like like everything can be shaken. This book can be shaken. It could be in a fire and burned. This iPad, it could be shaken. It could be destroyed in a second. Something could fall on it. This phone, you can't depend on this phone. This phone could be shaken. It can take away everything that that you have around you. Your money can be taken away. Your kids can be taken away. The only thing that cannot be shaken is your faith and trust in God. And the only thing that you're going to take with you when you pass away, because we're all headed there one day, unless the Lord returns, every human being on earth will pass away. What are you going to take with you? What are you going to take with you when you pass away? What cannot be shaken in your life? The only thing that cannot be shaken in your life is your relationship with Jesus Christ. So I just want to encourage you today to stay in your word. I heard someone the other day talking about the difference between faith and trust. And faith is hearing something and not being able to see it, but believing what you heard. So if you've heard about Jesus Christ, then you have faith if you believe. If you believe what someone's told you about Jesus Christ, you have faith. And it's faith that saves you. You are saved by faith through His grace. So we need to work on our faith. And how do you build your faith stronger? Your faith gets stronger by reading His Word, by praying, by serving Him. And like my son was saying the other day about that song that says, I will carve out a place for you. We don't want to carve out a place for Jesus. Our whole self, our whole being needs to belong to Him. That's all we need. It's not a place for Him. He has given us a place, and we need to live in that place that He has given us with the gifts that He has given us. And we need to keep our focus on serving Him and knowing more about what He wants to do for us by reading His Word. The other thing was trust. Trust is different than faith because trust you learn by seeing something in action. So if you trust God and when He comes through, say you're trusting God for your next paycheck to come. Say you're trusting God to find you a job. And then when God comes through, you trust Him and you think, oh yeah, He did that for me. And every time He does something for you, your trust can grow bigger and bigger. So start trusting God and serving Him, and He will be your greatest protector. And don't trust in the things that can be shaken. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. I'll talk to you again soon.